Japan, the country which is known for developing futuristic technologies like the super-fast bullet train or the artificially intelligent robots, is now planning to build intercontinental passenger spaceships, just like what SpaceX is trying to do with their Starship. According to the article published in the Mainichi, Japan's one of the most popular news networks, the Japanese government and private companies are gearing up to develop intercontinental passenger spaceships that could fly between world's major cities in just few hours by using rocket technology. If you are getting confused by the term intercontinental passenger spaceships, then let's jump back to a few years when SpaceX announced their plan for Earth-to-Earth superfast travel using so-called Starship. SpaceX is planning to launch passengers in Starship and land them back on their destinations using so-called remote landing pads. These landing pads are nothing but autonomously floating ships that will help in landing these giant rockets away from the crowded areas. The Japanese government is also planning the similar idea, but with little differences. In the article from the Mainichi, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology unveiled a plan to develop two kinds of spaceships on May 12, 2021. One that could take off and land on runways like the airplanes, and the other which can be launched and land vertically just like the way with SpaceX Starship. As of now, besides the announcement, we do not have any rock-solid plan either by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency or any of the private companies. But according to the article, they are planning to reduce the cost of next-generation H3 rockets to half of the present cost, which is approximately $46 million. JAXA is planning to reduce the cost by using rocket body to go reusable. The next generation S3 launch vehicle is expected to have its first flight by end of the year 2021. Presently, Japan uses older generation H2 rockets for their space exploration operations. In the next phase, the private sector will lead development of transport vehicles that can go back and forth between ground and space very frequently. These are expected to be the spaceships that passengers can board. The infrastructure building cost is expected to be shared between the government agency and private sector, but we do not have confirmation about any funding released by JAXA regarding the above project. According to the ministry, the market for superfast travel with passenger spaceships could reach roughly $46 billion just in Japan by 2040. And speaking of superfast travel, demand for such technologies has increased a lot as population growth exploded in certain areas. As of now, both UAE and India have signed a deal for building world's first Hyperloop. Both the Hyperloop and passenger spaceships need heavy cost for building infrastructure, but Hyperloop has the advantage as the cost is generally shared by government agencies alone. If either SpaceX or JAXA could successfully demonstrate the viability of passenger spaceships, the potential market could be literally huge. So what do you think? Which one will be landing the first? So what do you think? Which one will be launched first? Is it the world's first Hyperloop or passenger spaceship like Starship? And I'd like to know your thoughts on if we ever have a passenger spaceship, which country is likely to have it first? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section. Meanwhile, if you want to see more such exciting videos, just click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, this will make help science great again. With this, thank you for watching the video. See you again in the next one.